And this bitch was C-Mo, Flex. I'm in the town like go to state. Y'all think y'all let me? Damn, y'all late. I have bro and them on phone, them slide down your block like they wearing skates. Lenin P stay smoking moonrise, gelato run, saying wedding cake. Dead gas out, smoking on brown booth, no smell, get it out my face. Damn it, I was set up to the point where I caught a case. But I'm never going backwards, dance like a rat stuck in a maze. Now when I wake up, I get straight to the paper chasing. Cause the fans want me caged in and I gotta pay for my probation. Cost to be the boss. When you fuck up, you gotta pay the fee. I told this bitch no more beef. No, you can't smoke on Leonard Petrie tree. If you want to, you gotta get off your knees. I'm in here with game, LCAOD, but I do not bang. I will have them niggas slide on your block like hangman. Hang 'em up. That's a new game, and I just started it. I'm with the rich whammies, bitch. We got starter kids. I'm in the town like go to state. Y'all think y'all let me? Damn, y'all late. I have bro and them on phone, them slide down your block like they wearing skates. Leonard P stay smoking moonrise, gelato run, saying wedding cake. Dead gas out, smoking on brown booth, no smell, get it out my face. Damn it, I was set up to the point where I caught a case. But I'm never going backwards, dancing like a rat stuck in a maze. Now when I wake up, I get straight to the paper chasing. Cause the fans want me caged in and I gotta pay for my probation. Yeah, man, go ahead and chop this shit up, Simo.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Good evening here. I hope you guys and gals had a wonderful weekend. LCAOD did, man. If I had to rate my weekend from a 1 to 10, I'm gonna say about an 8 or 9, man, for real. Getting back to feeling normal again, man. Again, I do apologize. Recently, I wasn't doing recaps for a couple weeks. Had some personal issues in the family, death in the family. But you know, things get better with time for sure, though. But along with the market, wow, what happened Friday? Ooh wee! And the news that's out now, and what's going to be possible to happen this week, man, and the things that's going to take place. Y'all should know that. If not, this is what the recap is for. You know, we're about to get right into that. But before we go any further, I'd like to, go over the description of what this company is pretty much about. And, the description states itself. This is recap coverage from the stock and crypto market. These are live ideas of thought and studies. This is not financial advice on this stream or with this company. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, there's other ways to get. So a lot of people ask, how do they get in with the company? Hit the like and subscribe button, man. First off, and then tap in, direct message. Me, the owner, Devin Parks, and then we can just go from there. I don't really have I had a website, but due to I kind of created it myself, so it was a little bit of errors on there, so they got took down. But basically, I'm working on getting a new website, so you guys can just really click the link and lock in like that. But for right now, just direct message the owner, and we can go from there if you were trying to get locked in with the company. There's rules and regulations when it comes to that. But yeah, other than that, man, let's go ahead and get into what happened on Friday, you guys. And I'm gonna update y'all, man, what's going on for real. Like, it's lit this week, you guys. Like, the market is about to move, man. I know a lot of y'all been saying, like, oh, this is boring, it's not doing anything, the market is this, that, and the third, might be scam, blah, blah, blah. That's all cap. That's all in your minds. I'm telling you, this market is about to move here. It's about to pay out on the direction. Reason being is because we've just been consolidating for a very long time, very overextended consolidation. So it just lets you know the move is going to be bigger than we even think or can imagine. But in the direction it's going to take place. That is. Right now, a lot of people are saying, and the indicators in the market are pointing that we are at the top here. This is resistance. It's about to reject. But you know, we're going to see here. At the end of the day, the market has been just here consolidating. It has pushed higher at this area to go higher where it has been overall market. But, you know, we know it can get higher than that. So we don't, you know, at the end of the day, nobody really knows. Everybody's still, you know, kind of like, you know, thinking they know. When they want, some people want to bet. You don't really want to be betting on this thing, man. I try to tell people, take this stuff day by day. Be patient with it. You feel me? That's the best thing that you can do, possibly. But let's go ahead and go into what happened on Friday. So S&P 500 closes lower, notches a second week of losses following disappointing consumer sentiment data. The Dow Jones Industrial Average dropped 8.89 points lower, or 0.03%, to close at 33,300.62. The Nasdaq Composite fell 0.35%, ending the day at 12,284.74. The S&P 500 slipped 0.16%, closing at 4,124.8. So the market definitely did pull back on Friday, you guys. Consumer sentiment was really not as good as investors expected it to be. And you know, like right when the data came out, it went right down. You know, it went right down when the data came out. So just looking at that now, to see, like, you know, where we're going forward. Um, it's really, you know, that's a pullback. So we're already below. We're right at critical. We're not at critical support, but we're at that support line where it can become resistance and support until it breaks out. So, you know, that's just where we're at. We're kind of like slap in the middle right now. So the market is definitely about to take you either direction this week. We got a lot of economic data coming out this week, you guys. We got Jerome Powell speaking. But the economic data, New York Fed Manufacturing Index, that's tomorrow. That data is going to be key to the market in the morning. You guys be on the lookout for that in the open market. Retail sales on Tuesday is going to be very key, that data, because, you know, you got a lot of retail companies reporting earnings this week, such as Walmart, Target, etc. We'll go into that too. And we have made we're going to be updating we updated the charts here this week. We're going to be looking at the earnings plays too, all of them, the ones that's highlighted, the most notable ones. We're going to be looking at those charts here from now on. But yeah, that's just what it is going to be. But housing starts Wednesday, you guys, and jobless claims on Thursday. Philly Fed Manufacturing Index on Thursday as well. Existing home sales on Thursday. So Thursday's a key day for data. Economic data, as you can see, a lot of data on Thursday is going to be very key. But Tuesday, like I said, this whole week is important, man. You got option expiration this week, again on Friday. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens with the data. Be on the lookout for Monday starting out, and let's start there. We don't gotta focus on Tuesday yet until, you know, that time comes. We're gonna start with New York Fed Manufacturing Index, see what they got going on. Fed speakers this week, Monday, 9:15. It looks like you got I don't know, that's Cash Car. I don't know if this is a woman or a male. But these are the names. So 9:15 Monday, you got a Fed speaker. Be on the lookout for the market to be very volatile with the Fed speaker making comments, and you know how it works. Tuesday, Barr speaking Tuesday, very important. Be on the lookout for that. Tuesday, again, Williams speaking, important. Be on the lookout for it. Logan, Thursday, important. Look at the timing, too. Bowman, Friday. Look at that. And Friday, Jerome Powell, you guys, 11 a.m. Look at that. So it's going to get very serious there this week. You got Powell speaking last on Friday. We know Powell's the top dog. These other Fed speakers, they're important too as well. Powell's just the top dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, so this is how that works. But Powell is speaking Friday at 11 a.m., you guys. That's going to be very important to the market this week. 3 things to watch this week on Wall Street. U.S. retail sales, as I said, we're looking at that very closely. We're considering you got earnings coming out. You got earnings coming out, you guys. So these are some most notable names here this week. You got earnings coming out. We're looking at Walmart, Home Depot, and Target very closely. Tuesday, Home Depot before the opening bell. So wanted to get in on that. That would have to be Monday before close, or wait and watch. It's better, always better. I tell people every time, it's always better to wait and watch. When you do it before, you're guessing, it's 50-50. You don't know what the option makers are really trying to prove, but sometimes it does work out in people's favor. It's not all the time. That's what that means. So, but you can always wait and watch to the after and watch it post market. When it opens up and see what's going to happen, whatever it does with the report. So Home Depot, you know what I'm saying. Tuesday before the opening, though. Target Wednesday before the opening. That's going to be a very big one as far as retail sales and data as that. So, and then you got Alibaba. You got China in the mix too as well. We see Alibaba and Baidu in the mix, and C Limited as well. That's kind of key going with looking at how Disney was with C Limited. That's a comparison you can look at. And like I said, Applied Materials. These are all good. The ones highlighted in the red boxes, these are the names we're looking at, you guys, this week on the earnings. John Deere, as you can see, Friday before the opening, and everything like that. Walmart, of course, yes, that's going to be very big before the opening on Thursday. So this is what we're looking at, and debt ceiling worries, you guys. Supposed to be a meeting about the debt ceiling, the $31 trillion in debt that the U.S. has. Is supposed to be a meeting about it. Apparently, accordingly, we have reached that ceiling, and we're running out of money. And it's getting to a point where they have to make a negotiation to push this debt ceiling higher and back, and make it to where things can be okay, and the market won't panic, or things, if not, they can't fix it, then the market probably will panic, and you'll see a massive recession sell-off type deal. So it's just something to keep in mind. The debt ceiling worries is really getting key into here with the market. It's starting to get a very worrisome woe on it. So just be on the lookout for that. It was supposed to be a meeting last week. They pushed it back. It might be this week. It might be next week. We don't know. We'll see. Just be on the lookout for it. Obviously, it'll be breaking news if they do a meeting about it. We'll know. Everybody will know. So we'll see. Just be on the lookout for those three things, you guys, though, this week on Wall Street. Here are my top 5 things to know this week, you guys. U.S. debt ceiling talks, as I just was speaking. That's pretty much it. U.S. retail sales, and like I was saying, Target, Home Depot, etc., Walmart, etc., and Fed Chair Jerome Powell speaking Friday, 11 a.m. That's pretty much the key. And all these earnings, taking place. That's reporting China from retail. So this is a huge week, you guys. This is a make it or break it week. But every week is like that. Every day is like that when you're doing the right thing to invest. So keep that in mind as well. But that's my top 5 things to know this week. LCAOD and Wall Street is saying what they saying. It looks like they saying one stock to buy, one stock to sell this week. Buy Walmart, sell Home Depot. One stock to buy, one stock to sell this week. Buy Walmart, sell Home Depot. And that's pretty much it, you guys. Let's go ahead and get right into the charts and numbers, man. Let's go ahead and get into it. Make sure, yeah, that's pretty much the data there. So let's get into the charts and numbers. So the plays this week, we're highlighting this week. Not too much, not too little, not too less. We're looking at free option plays this week, you guys. We're looking at all companies this week. We're not really focused on the ETFs right now. Considering, we can see that move. You can spot that move if it is that move. You know what I mean? So with Meta, Apple, Tesla, and Google this week, you guys. So these are the 4 names that we're looking at. And, of course, we're looking at the SPY, the DIA, QQQs, IWM, VIX. But, the free option plays, the trades this week, the companies we're looking at is Meta, Apple, Tesla, and Google. So starting with We're gonna start from the highest ETFs then we're gonna switch over to the companies. We'll start with the SPY. So let's go ahead and get right into it, you guys. Ranges and the levels that you need to know and be looking out for here to be profitable in this market. And don't be gambling. You know, when you gamble, it hurts. It hurts. It hurts for a little while, and you get back right, and some may not get back right. So let's keep that in mind. That's what they say. That's what they say. Don't be gambling because it's not worth it. You just stay patient and read the charts and numbers. So let's go ahead and get started. From the 1 day perspective, you guys, it was just really a selling pressure day on Friday with the consumer sentiment data coming out, and it went down again right there at 410. And from this point on, I knew to get my short alert ready there in the overall market because you hit 410, and 410 is a resistance a support level. So if you're hitting that, that means that level is about to go from support to resistance. So you got to watch out for that trick. But it could have easily just stayed as support, you know. But it just wasn't the case with that data coming out like that, consumer sentiment. So it did sell off. The spot did break below 410, you guys, and it just sold off here all the way to 409. Then it tried to find 410 support, but it was at this point you knew it was false, and it just sold all the way down to 4930. But then it did find support here. So 4930 is a real support area because that was a real pop in the market right there. It got back higher. It got back to 410 again. So 410 is either here, you still your resistance or support level. Right here, but then it sold off again. So it was still resistance at this point, at this current time on Friday. And then it just sold off right there. And then you just had support at 4915. You had 4913. You got 4916. That's your real deal support. And the market just took off at the end of the day and held up here and closed all the way right back at 411.62. So the levels I'm definitely looking out for here right now on the SPY here. Just considering we are back above support here technically, but only by a little bit. So could reject right back into resistance here. So I'm just really looking at that between this area here and this area here closely to see if it's breaking above or it's channeling back in. So that's what I'm looking out for on the SPY, you guys. But the numbers here, as far as numbers here, from the 1 day perspective here, if the SPY can get back above 413, I'm looking at a retest of 414, you guys. At 414.50 must hold. If not, this probably will be your next resistance zone and reject here. But if 450 must push above to get back bullish to the upside. To the downside, I am just looking at 410 closely, 410.50. If that doesn't hold, I know it's breaking back below 409.50. And if that doesn't hold, the next level I'm looking for is a break back below that 408 level. And if that doesn't hold, I'm looking for the next level to be about 406 here on the spot to the downside. DIA, the DIA. DIA, you guys, $333.20. So levels I'm looking out for to break above here to the upside, 335. Fill that gap, 335.29. You can get there. You must hold and remain bullish. If you do, the next level I can see is about 337 here. Retest right here at 337.81 right there. And then you must stay above that. If not, then I'll probably think it'll probably just be a breakout to this point to be a rejection. You get what I mean? So this is the levels I'm looking out for on the upside, though. But to the downside here, if this is your top here and resistance is here, I'm just looking at 332 not to hold. If that level doesn't hold, you guys, I'm looking for it to break to 330. If 330 doesn't hold here, then I'm looking at about 329.40 to the downside on the DIA. Triple Qs. The triple Qs. Triple Qs, man. Really though, honestly. Let me see something. Add my VWAP indicator. I don't know why they not. Okay, yeah. And then you can change the colors here Feel like to change the colors, but we'll do it at a different time. Okay, so the triple Q's right here. 325 close, 1 day perspective. Wait, got a little gap up right there. Right, 327, sell off all the way back down. Boom, boom, boom. Sell off support right here. Support 323, pop to 325. So to the upside tomorrow, I'm just looking for the triple Qs to get back to 327. If you can get back to 327, then I'm looking for a breakout to 327.50 and maybe a slow grind at 328.50. But I know the target is 330 here, and you might get a rejection point here at that point right there to the downside from up there. But it may, if it breaks above 330, obviously we're super bullish. But you know, you want to get back above 327 to even get bullish. But if that doesn't work out, to the downside levels I'm looking at here is a back test here. It's about 320, 362. If that doesn't hold, right here, all this support area doesn't hold, I'm looking for a break to about 320, 150. And if that doesn't hold, then really 320, you guys, on the triple Qs. IWM. IWM. 1 day perspective here. You know, and the 1 day perspective, what I mean by that too, you guys, some of you guys may be tuning in on the recap and maybe new. This could happen tomorrow. But regardless, these are the next moves to happen within the next few days, come months. You know what I'm saying? Like this is the move. These are the moves here. So, but I always look at it from the 1 day perspective here to see, because you know it's literally got to be the next number. Obviously, sometimes the market does gap, but it craps. So you know they call that. But what I mean by like it goes up and come down. Excuse the language, but that's what they mean with a gap and crap. They call it. But you know, sometimes it gaps down and go up. So the market has inverse correlations all the time. And like I said, but these are the 1 day levels here I'm looking out for. And on the IWM right now, looking at what they had, a little gap here. So then they found resistance right at 174.20, and a little close right there, 172.72. So if they break above 174, I'm looking at them to be bullish tomorrow. If they can get above 174.20. If they get above 174.20, next level I'm looking out for in the IWM is 175.50. And if they get there, then they really are super bullish, and they'll probably go to 177.50 to the upside there. But that could be a rejection there at that point. Not 180 yet. Not 180 yet, boys. I know you've been wanting it for a long time, but you haven't proved it in a while. So, like I said, you want to start out breaking out here first at around 174 to even show that you're even bullish. If not, this is your top here. To the downside, I am looking at a back test right there on the IWM to about 171. If this doesn't hold this time, I'm looking at it to break below to 170. 170 doesn't hold. Next level I'm looking out for is about 169 on the IWM. VIX, volatility, speed of the market, you know. VIX, volatility, speed of the market. And, you know, it looks like from the 1 day perspective, the volatility is still confirmed going away. You know, it actually is going away. From the 1 day perspective, it did go up here though on Friday. It found a high right there at $17.90, but that was resistance. From that point, it came back down here to $16.90. So right here is a level that we're looking out for now on the VIX volatility, the speed of the market. You want to see more selling pressure. You want to see more downside like you saw Friday. If some of you didn't see it Friday, you'll see it here Monday. Could be a down Friday, down Monday type situation. The VIX will spike here back up to $17 and about 90 cents quickly, and possibly get to $18.15. If that doesn't look like it's coming back down, then the next level I'm looking out for on the VIX to the upside is about $19, possibly 20 on the VIX. If you get to 20 on the VIX, you'll see a lot of selling, and 20 plus above, you'll see a massive sell-off, and you'll see the bears to really be back. Bears got the momentum now. There's still a bear market. But the bulls got the momentum, excuse me. So it's a bear market right now still. We're right here in bear territory. And we're coming up out of it almost. But, you know, the bulls do have the momentum, so we could push out of it and go to turn to a bull market. So that's if the VIX, you know, continue to go down. But, you know, if the VIX continue to go up, then, you know, then we're still in the bear market. We always have been, and it's just going to go back down. This is the top here. So this is what we're looking out for here this week, and you know, there's something to be doing here with the VIX. That's the upside levels though. To the downside though, like I said though, looking at for if the market is going to continue to go up here, and this is not the top, and we got more room to keep going higher, then the VIX you'll see right here go down to about $16.70. If it doesn't look like it's trying to go back up here, then you'll probably see it go back lower to about $16.10. Then you'll see the market really rally. Tech is something to watch out for if that happens too, because the tech has been leading the rally all year anyway. So that's the levels I'm looking out for on the VIX. Meta. We're looking at Meta here. LCAOD. Remember, this is free option plays, trades. These are levels that you can look out for and be profitable on tomorrow with Meta right here. But the levels I'm looking out for right now on Meta from the one-day perspective here, well, right here, you got to look out for like, okay, the 1 month perspective here. Remember they had earnings, you guys. You guys remember they had earnings? Well, technically that was a gap up earnings. You know, that was a gap of earnings. There's really no feel here at all. There's really no feel here at all. There's no candle buying at all. That was just, I don't know what that was. But you know, that was just like maybe it was a correction. That's what we're gonna call it. It was a correction, but like I said, there's no candle there, and we've just been up here since then. And we're just looking at the levels now, where you know it's fading. It's fading. The massive earnings gap up is starting to fade here. It started here at this level, and that's just what kind of where we're at right now, right here in this level. So expect right now a Meta to break out here. You guys, Meta's about to break out here, and if they do have the bag, and AI is really it right now, and it's going to continue to be it, then you'll see actually some buying candles to the upside here, and not a gap up, another gap up like that. But I think the Bulls out here on Wall Street, they really want Meta at 250. They think they can do that. So that's a goal that they monitor doing there, but they're not doing so good right now. The Bulls really technically only won here and here from that point. That was your top winners there. But other than that, the market hasn't, the Meta has been really going down. So, like I said, to the 1 day perspective though, the levels we're looking out for on Meta tomorrow is to the upside. I'm looking for a break above 234.87. You get back above that. I know it's support here in this area right here, right there, 236. So it'll break to 236 easily, and then it'll put the pressure right back at 238, you guys. And this time I'm thinking, if it does go up here, it'll go right back to 240 at least. It might find a rejection point at that point though, but yeah, that's just the level to the upside I'm looking at for on Meta this week. Really, it can do it. Honestly, it can do it. It's been finding support right here at 233 and 232 and 231 for basically a month right now. So just keep in mind, this is the new bottom technically for Meta, and you got to start getting used to that. And if you do, then just know that these are the breakout points that it's going towards the upside once it do find enough buyers. To the downside, though, I am looking at it both ways here. If 230 doesn't hold here, this back test right here doesn't hold and it breaks below 230, I am looking for Meta to go to about 229 to 227. 50, you guys. 227.50 on Meta to the downside. Apple. Oh, Apple, 172 here, a close. So to the upside tomorrow from the 1 day perspective. Remember, Apple just had earnings too as well. I look out here, another one of those gap earnings. Like I said, not really nothing there, but actually do have buyers here at this candle. So they were really bullish here at that point and bullish here at that point. Really got bullish here at this point here too as well. And it's kind of doing the same thing. It just got bullish on Friday. Apple did. So right now you're finding support at 170, and that's really good for Apple considering I just showed you Meta and you see how their earnings was. You really don't really see that much support after the fact with their earnings. It looks like a lot of profit taking is going on over there or took place and is still taking place. But over here with Apple, you see the difference is you see a lot of buyers stepping in up here at these heights as if they wanted to break out a little bit higher over there at Apple. So I really think the key still is to hit 175. I think that's what Apple want to do to the upside. So that's what I'm looking out for tomorrow. If Apple can break above 173, the next level I'm looking for on Apple is about a retest right here to 173.96. If that holds, then I'm looking for a break above to about 174.20. And we'll see what that do, and it should take you to 175. You might see a rejection point at that 175 level if it does tag it. So keep that in mind. But to the downside, I am looking at it from both ways here. If this is your top here, I'm looking for rejection back to a back test back to 170. 150 it doesn't hold. And the next level I'm looking out for is 171.06, and that doesn't hold, I'm looking forward to really flush this time to about 170, you guys. Or if that doesn't hold, then I'm really looking at Apple to go ahead and really treat that one area of 168 to 167 as support because before their earnings, this area was resistance. So I'm just trying to see if it's going to even go back to that level and treat it as support on the downside to Apple. Tesla. Oh, Tesla. Tesla. So they got news, breaking news. Tesla, Elon Musk is not focused on he's not focused on really Twitter anymore. He got a new Twitter CEO. He's not focused on it anymore. So that's good for Tesla. That means some action can come back to Tesla. He can get some work done with Tesla and a little bit more. But rumor is they say he don't even really pertain to Tesla as well as he don't pertain to Twitter anymore. So the market kind of did sell off and pull back. They did get some bad news. They said Tesla had 1.1 million recalls in China. And in China, that's very serious. You know, it's a regulation. So they had to pull back because of that. But Elon tweeted, he said, when will they learn? So we're right here at support on Tesla as when will they learn, meaning he could mean saying when will the bears learn? Or he could be even saying when will investors just learn, or as far as when will the bulls learn? So this area right here support is something we're looking out for on Tesla. It's either about to flush, we can tell right here because it's consolidated right here till the end of the day at the bottom, or it's either about to break right back out above that level here where it was before all that bad news came out on Tesla after all that good news just came out on Tesla. So you see how things flip flops. It's so sudden here in the market, and that's just pretty much how it works. But you got to be patient. But the 1 day perspective here on Tesla here. To the upside here, I'm just looking for a break back above 170. If you can get back to 170, I think you can take it back to 170, 150. And if you can get back to the middle, Tesla may be back bullish, and I'll be looking at 173 for the next breakout point here to the upside. So you'll be seeing a possible rejection here and consolidation here at this point if that does take place. If not, you might even see just a straight breakout to 175. That's what the bulls really want. So we'll see. But this is the upside. This is the upside levels that we're looking out for here tomorrow. Like I said, first level for me to get kind of bullish is 170 break. That's the first level, but you know what I'm saying, that's to the upside. So if not to the downside, I'm just looking for 167 to flush. If that flushes, you guys, that's your bearish signal right there on Tesla real quickly. You might want to tap in early on that. So That'll be quickly happening there. 167 break there to the downside. Be next coming 165 to the downside possibly. You guys, this regulation thing with China 1.1 million, it could get bad. You never know. You know, this thing can really flush all the way back. Really, they're saying to about that gap where it all started over here. 161, you guys, to the downside on Tesla by the end of the week. Google. Google. So you remember a few recaps ago, man. Remember I was telling you guys Google was getting involved with that AI stuff, right? Google was getting involved with the AI sector. They seen what Meta was doing. They seen what Microsoft was doing. They seen what Nvidia was doing. They seen what AMD was doing. Google said they wanted to get involved, and Google got involved. You guys, this has happened in a 5-day span here. The past 5 days, Google have went from 104 to 117, and man, it doesn't make me mad, but it does like it tests my abilities a little bit. They try to play tricks on your mind a little bit when these moves happen, and you know they were gonna happen, and you know you were gonna buy it, but you just was trying to wait, and then you had some stuff going on, so you didn't get it. But it's like you knew this was coming anyway. But it's just one of those moves that happen kind of too fast. I think there will be some pullback here. You see a lot of gaps. This happened in the 5-day span. I don't think it's going to take off any more than what it has. I think, really honestly, it wanted to get to 120. It still could possibly hit 120. We're right there at it. I think this was like just a level of where it wanted to start with the AI sector, and it's going to consolidate though here in these new areas. Though I think it's officially above $100 now for sure. I don't think we'll ever see that level for a while again on Google, just considering it's in the AI sector now. But you know, I think that level's brought in, and it's gonna be set in stone. But I'm proud of the Google on this move, man. And we're looking at it from the 1-day perspective now. But this move happened last week, and like I said, 2 days really it took to do this. But you know, like I said, the people started to settle in on that news, and this news was really came out. I remember weeks ago, months ago, but it just now was able to get brought in. I guess due to all the earnings volatility going away and people reporting their earnings, they started to realize, like, okay, let's see what Google's trying to do. Let's help them. Let's do it. Oh, if they can do it now, we can get paid for it. Let's get it done. So Google, like I said, it could be a possibility for more room to the upside if you see a 120 break above. And that's what I'm looking out for here tomorrow. So to the upside level, like I said, if I see Google looks like it's heading above 118, next level I'm looking out for is about a little bit of consolidation there in 120 target there. Now, 120 target is looking like it's holding. The next level on Google I'm looking out for, you guys, is about 122 on Google, you guys. I think 122 would be a level where, you know, that would be really jumping in the AI game. If you can get to 122, you know, I think people will start to take this serious, that message serious if you get to 122. You might even see a break above to 124 or 125 on Google, you guys, being the ultimate rejection level and a real decent, nice point proving that they're in AI, in there here to stay with it. So we'll be saying this is the level we're looking out for to the upside this week on Google. But, you know, if this is your top 117 and we're topping out here and they already done moved a little too fast to the downside, I am looking for a back test here. Back test here just below right here to 113.50. And then really I don't expect no more selling pressure than that. You know, if so, then obviously I'll be looking at, you know, this 111, 112 area very closely. But no lower than that. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't go back to 104, or you know what I'm saying. So that's what I'm looking at for to the downside. At being most, but more than likely consolidation here at 114, 115 on Google to the downside. And that's pretty much it, you guys. That's pretty much it, man. So be on the lookout for that. All that information I just gave y'all, man. And we're gonna do another recap tomorrow after the market closes tomorrow, you guys. And we got the most notable earnings on the board this week, as you can see right here. We got them all ready for you. So when the day comes, the time comes, we're gonna be pulling them up. Considering it is some actually, hold up, it is some actually on Monday. Let me see. I think Monday, the company Monday reports Monday. They're funny. Wall Street is funny sometimes. So the company Monday actually right here reports their earnings Monday before the opening bell. So this is your first earnings big report here, and we're gonna see what Monday is reporting here. This company is it's gonna move. It's gonna move. This company it's a good company in the market, but they tend to move on earnings. It's a technology service package software company, and and they tend to move on earnings for real though. So we'll be looking out for this earnings play on tomorrow morning, and we'll be showing it tomorrow on the recap. But that's pretty much it though. Like I said, man. Bitcoin, crypto, where we at on that? It looks like we're still here below 27 now. Bitcoin is actually going backwards now. Ethereum is going backwards too now. Looks like we might be touching that 25K level on Bitcoin soon, possibly the 22K to 20,000. Ethereum looks like we're back testing to about 1,700 to 1719, somewhere in there. Possibly 1685 somewhere. Ethereum, gold, silver, all that's down. Oil's down. We'll be seeing. It looks like they say oil might continue to go down for the moment. So this is something, if you're looking at gas stocks, it could be more selling pressure over there on that. I'll be looking out for that as well this week. But that's pretty much it, man. Like I said, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'll see y'all tomorrow with another recap. This was the recap of the spot QQQs, IWM, DI, VIX, Meta, Apple, Tesla, Google with LCAOD. I will see y'all tomorrow with another recap and let y'all know what's happening again. Be ready. Stay patient. Peace.